Greetings and welcome. I look like a heavenly being there, don't I? Let's move away from the halo. There was no major delay on my stream because I forgot to load it up when I set and press live. That never happened at all. You just imagined it. So, I'd like to welcome you to my stream. If I miss you on chat, I do apologise. I will do my best, but for some reason it's not working on my computer, but it is working on my phone. So, I will be able to try and keep track of it, but it's very small, so you'll have to bear with me if I miss you. I will do my best. But yeah, so this is Attingham Park. It's a cracking little map based in the UK, and I'm looking forward to building a new series that will run alongside my American series in New Jersey, East Vinelands, NJ. That will still continue, so those of you that have checked in on that, don't worry, that will still come on, and those of you that are listening in the future, I want to encourage you to go and, get a little bit of a taster of both. I do intend to try and cut these into manageable chunks and just release them a bit by bit, but you would get the flavour of it all by being on the live stream, because you would see everything as it unfolds. But I do intend for this series to also be cut into smaller sizes and released as additional videos. But if you've seen the live stream, it's probably, well, it's up to you, but it might not be worth you watching the short ones as well. But I don't know. You might want to get your names in lights and some interaction on the live, and then hearing it in the short version would be interesting. But if I do go more into a roleplay character, then you know that probably at that moment in time we're preparing something specifically to go out on video. So yeah, let's get on with it. First thing we've got to do while we're in Attingham Park is find us a place to live. So there are several farms which are on this map. It's probably easier to find them by clicking on the farmlands. This is the first one we're going to look at. The estate agent has given me the keys to go and have a wander around. And then there's I think, is that one there? So I think I need it back on the map overview so I could see what it says on it. So that's a dairy. That's Brompton Farmhouse, which is a possibility. Then you've got the village shop. Are there any more around here that might be of interest? We've got the fishing club. Is that one up there? What's that? Oh, this is the hotel where we're currently at. So that's not an actual farm that we've got to worry about. So actually, there's only 2 or 3. Like I say, I don't actually know what these ones look like. Of course, there's always the other option of buying somewhere completely new and building our own place. We don't have to go down the route of buying a farm. But what we will do is follow the estate agent's advice and head round to the particular farms that we can look at. So, without further ado, let's go. Which way? Well, we go down this way. Well, you didn't think I was going to walk, did you? So we could stay in a hotel, but that would be a bit boring. So what we're going to do is we're going to cruise around on my dirt bike. Been jazzed up a bit since I brought it back from America. Of course, that was a yellow dirt bike. This one's red, and it's got a number on it, so it's got to be faster. So this is a really nice place in real life, I have to say. I don't live a million miles away from it, and I have actually visited the place, which has just got out of my head, Attingham Park, which, this is a good representation of it, really, because you do go through gates just like this, and you'll be pleased to know that you can actually go in and have a look, I believe. Certainly I've managed it before, so well, we're in. I don't know whether we're allowed to be in. Hello? Is it in? Oh, there we go. It's opened. Right, we're in. Must remember to keep checking the chat because it's so small on there that like I say, I'm just not sure why it's not working on my TV screen, but I'm just looking at the chat at the wrong time there. So yeah, there's Attingham is a great big house, which we don't get to see, I don't think, by coming into its grounds. But it'd be nice if we could see it, because technically, I think where the house is, where have I gone? Hello? Hello? Ooh, what's going on? What on earth is going on here? It's a haunted bike when I go that way. I think we'll get out of here quick. So, yeah, Attingham Park, the house is nice, but obviously it's not on here, so... but you do get access to the grounds, at least. But that's not what we've come to look for. We're not going to be living in a mansion like that, that's for sure. So, just be careful, because I know it's a pretty busy road here. Oh, I am terrible at controlling it. Well, it's on the keyboard, so it's pretty hard to control. But I believe we literally just go down to the bottom of here, and that is... the farm, please stop. So I think it opens outwards, so we'll just come back a touch. Oh no, it opens inwards. And has it done it yet? So in we go. We've got permission to go around, so it won't be too disruptive. The only thing is, I don't think we can look inside the buildings unless we decide to buy the place. But I mean, this place is disused now, but it used to be a thriving farm. I think predominantly pigs, but perhaps maybe a few horses as well. I think there were stables that we saw as we just came in. But look at the rust on these buildings. But there's plenty of places to park machinery. I don't think we can look inside. Nope, it's not going to let us look inside. But once we own the place, if it was this place we went for, we'd be able to tidy up this yard. Possibly even fill in some of these potholes. Although that wouldn't be a priority, I don't think. Yeah, what we got here? Oh, a garage. Now that would be good. Somewhere to fix your car, or your tractor, or dirt bike, dare I say. May it never happen. What have we got over here? Ah, yes. I believe this is the piggies. This is where the pigs would have been. Shall we go in and have a look? It's quite a number of pigs that you can have in here. Over 200, I believe, at one stage. So, I imagine they made a mess because it already looks quite muddy. And there's no pigs in here. So, this is just one option though. I think, is that a slurry tank or something there? I don't think this field comes with it. But it'd be certainly easy enough to branch out if that came up for sale. I think these are just more storage. I'm just got to do something with the settings, which I didn't want to do. It's just it's bugging me, that crosshair at the moment. So, where are we going? Down to that setting, down to that setting. We'll switch it onto partial. I think that will do. It's bugging me to circle on my head all the time. So yep, so we've got I think we could store the bales there and more bunkers here, which we could either keep machinery there or we could store make some silage. There's quite a few possibilities, but it is set up predominantly, from what I've seen so far, pigs. I mean, this is amazing. This is much newer than the rest. I think I like this. What a nice space that is. You know, I'm getting quite excited about this. I think this would be a good place to consider. So where are we? So there's the dirt bike. So this must be the stables that we're walking around. There's yet more machinery space there. Ooh, what's over here? Petrol tank. Oh, that goes through there. We'll come back to that in a minute. Oh, I didn't walk into the wall then. You did not see that. What's in here? So again, a little bit more storage. Not sure what we'll keep in there. They're pretty small. You can drive a vehicle into this one, so I suppose that could be very much like a vehicle store or a trailer store or something like that. We've got a silo over here. Now this is called a fram silo, but I don't know if that's just a misspelling of farm silo or whether it's a specific type. Somebody might have to tell me about that, because I've never heard of fram before. So these are stables, and they're a lot newer than the rest of it. But I don't think we can go in, so it's pointless. We could just peek over the top there, but yeah, apart from being a lot newer, there's not a lot to it. And then we've got a horse paddock, which we'll climb over the fence and go and have a look at. Look at this. There's absolutely masses of places to keep your vehicles and your hay bales and silage bales and all that kind of stuff. You know, I would be a very happy bunny here. So we've got the horse pasture. I mean, this is a great place again for the horses to roam. Because we haven't got any horses at the moment, I think I might be mowing this grass too. It's getting a bit out of control anyway, but it will make some silage bales or hay bales or something. Probably hay. It looks a good length for hay. And then it's down to the river. Now this river is a bit of a pain to the rest of the map because there's only one bridge over it. So, you know, if you want the other side of the map, unless we build a bridge at some point, we're not going to be finding any shortcuts there. Let's put it that way. So it does come with a couple of fields as well. That's an important thing to note with this. There's a few trees that could potentially, I mean, some of these look like they're worth a lot of money. So, you know, if we're struggling for money, they will come. What's this down here? Some old wood. Looks like somebody else had the same idea. I mean, it's so overgrown with bushes and stuff, it's ridiculous. So, as we come behind the silos and the stable, we come to our first field, which, to be honest, it's not massive, but it's big enough. And that has got sorghum in it. Yeah. Wow, look at that. I love walking through the fields. And it's not far off being ready for harvest as well, which is a bit of a bonus. I think September will definitely be the harvest time for that. So I'll just try and run to the end of the field. don't want to run too far. It'll kill me. Now this field has got a cropping. Looks like corn or something like that. Looks pretty big, whatever it is. And again, this is not far off being done. It is massive, and the one thing that I can tell you about this field is it goes on forever and ever. I'm not going to run to the bottom of it, but that is the extent of our land. I will go back to the map just to give you an example of it on the map, just to save my legs, because I don't want to walk all that way. But if that's full of corn, that is going to be worth a fortune if we can get the combine harvester to do it. It'll definitely be worth doing that as well. So we clicked on the farmland, and we go to farmland 3. That is it, and I mean it's an absolutely gigantic field. If that's full of corn, that has got some money on it. And look at the price. That isn't bad at all. So that would leave us 100,000, which wouldn't be enough to get a combine harvester, admittedly, but we don't have to buy everything that we have. In fact, we don't have to buy anything. I mean, literally at the moment, all we have is a motorbike. It's not going to be much use for that, and it's not really worth any money for that. So where have we got to go to? What is the other farmland which we're going to be looking at today? Well, that one, it says it comes with, I think that's 2 fields. If we click on the map overview. Oh no, it is just 1 field. So, all of 34. What was the price of that one? So it's 51 is the farmland, and that's about 150 grand less, but it doesn't come with the same fields. So we would be probably looking at purchasing something along with it. I don't think we could afford that one. Definitely can't afford that one. Oh, it does come with a field across the road. So it does have 2 fields. We could definitely get 33 and 31 possibly with it. That would take it up to 350,000 roughly spent. I think that would predominantly be definitely just grass. But let's go and have a look, because I don't know whether it's got anything animal-wise until we get down there. I don't actually know. So, and then we could have a quick look at this one afterwards as well. I'm just looking to see whether there's any obvious farm areas which might be of interest as well, but I don't think there is. So yeah, so what we'll do is we'll jump on the bike and we'll go in and have a look. So that was it. I quickly got to the bike and just try and get my bearings on where we are. So that's the horse paddocks again. I have to say I'm quite keen on this place. I know it's a lot more money, but it is a nice looking place. And I did say a nice looking place there. Probably should have shut the gate, but... So at the moment, out of all the places I've seen, which is only one, that's my favourite. So we have a yellow car, another car coming after that. And I've just noticed that they're driving on the correct side of the road. Why are you stopping? You stopping means I can't get out. Oh, what's going on? Oh, he's run me over! Oh no! What have you done? Did you not think, bike? Could you not see that I was having problems steering? You want to learn how to drive? Blooming clown. You could have killed me. My bike's damaged, you're paying for it. So what are we going to do now? Don't you guys worry, I'll sort my bike out while you blooming queue up and all laugh at me. There's only one way to fix this bike, and that's hold it in the air and drop it on its head. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, just hold it that high and drop it. There we go. All mended. See, there's nothing to worry about. It's a good job I wasn't wearing a helmet. Blinking drive. Oh, no, not again, please. Oh, at least he stopped. I don't know. Was I supposed to go down that road after all this? Oh no, I think it's the one after. Oh, I just got no control over this bike. Need a change of trousers now anyway. Presumably you don't get any cars down here because it's such a small road. Oh, there is cars. There is cars. Wow. Look at all them fields. I hope you're taking all this in because we're going pretty fast. I think I've worked out what the problem is. I think not only does it look when I... Whoa, 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 whoa. That was the fishing club. I think... Whoa. Where's the gateway? I wanted a quick look at this because I love fishing. So... Right. I don't know whether we could just go in or we have to climb over. Looks like there's somebody fishing. No, we could just go in. I'm sure my bike will be alright there. Hey Newman, how are you? It's good to see you, my friend. I don't know how long you've been there, mate, but I'm having to look on my phone for the chat, so it's very easy to miss. Oh, I miss Wildstyle too. We're packing them in tonight. How are you both doing? We're just looking around a new map, trying to find a place to live. Somebody's living in this. On a fishing trip, no doubt. So, this is the fishing club. There's plenty of place to go. I believe you can buy this place, and if you do, you get any of the income that comes from it. And it looks pretty popular. There's lots of bivvies around for the fishermen. So, yeah, it looks like that could be an interesting investment if we wanted to. Should close the gate, really, because they'll have me otherwise. So how did that happen? I've just gone through the gate. Now on the wrong side of it. There you go. So are either of you going on stream tonight? Will we be seeing you later? I'm doing really good, thank you. Like I say, I'm just having to manage my chat on the mobile phone because for some reason it's not working on my computer like it normally is. So when I look at my monitor over there, it's finally showing my message. Oh, I was looking at the wrong way then. It's finally showing it my message, but it's not showing anybody else's. I can see you on my phone, but I don't know what the delay is on that. So where have we got to go now? So I think it's down this road here. Might be wrong. So you'll be streaming in a few minutes. Well, certainly when I'm done and dusted with finding a new home, I shall definitely come and stop in. What are you streaming on tonight? I know yesterday it was flipping houses. So it's Farm Sim tonight. Awesome. Well, I'll definitely be catching up with you there. Newman's message has finally come through on my TV. It is miles behind. So I'm beginning to wonder if it needs to scroll down or something. Maybe that's the issue. So I've actually come round the back of the farm that I could potentially buy. So while we're here, we'll come and look at it. It is literally just a field. And it's not planted or anything. So there is the biogas station over there, so I think the logical thing to do around here would be grass. It's a reasonable sized field. Not quite, well, just over 2.5 acres, is it? So, I know it's more than that. No, it's much more than that. Yeah. My field info was a little bit off then, so 8 acres. But it's a big old field. But I think it's really made for grass because of how close it is to the biogas station. Obviously, we'd have no trouble getting the silage sorted, taking it to there. So I'm just going to sit on my bike for 2 seconds while I have a look at this and see what's going on. So perhaps I just need to make the whole page bigger and then it will all be on. Ah, there we go, we're alive. For some reason I've got a massive gap and then everybody is now showing on my chat, so if any more messages come in, hopefully I should be able to read them instead of having to go to my phone and look at that. So I'm glad I got that sorted. So let's go look at this house. So we can't afford this particular field at the side, which is a shame because again it's a good sized field. You know, we could do something with that, and there's another field beyond it, and they're all already grass, which would have been useful. Of course, the other option is selling a field that's 8 acres. I don't think this was anything like 8 acres, or was it? Oh, actually, this one's bigger. So it'd be worth looking into how much we could get for selling that field, if we can sell it, of course. Not sure how that works. I've never ever sold a field on Farm Simulator. I've only ever bought a field. So this one, actually, there's a couple of houses there, but they're not your farmhouse, I don't think. What's down there? I think that's just the back of somebody's house. So I believe these greenhouses, they come with the farm. So that'll be good. That'll keep the missus busy. This is the actual farmhouse. So we'll just scoot in here and have a quick look. We got potentially a bit of room for outbuildings or something here, or a football pitch for the kids, something like that. I don't know. Double garage, very posh. But there was an awful lot of buildings that you could park in that other farm. It's got a lot to compete with. I mean, the house in particular is definitely more modern. That's the one thing I don't remember seeing with the original one we looked at, was an actual house. That could be a problem, really. Maybe I just didn't look hard enough, I don't know. I wasn't thinking about that. I was just in awe of all the different outbuildings that we had. But this one's actually cheaper. So, well, it's got a little bit of a workshop there. That's where you'd fuel up and presumably put your machines and baling stuff in there. Again, some more shelters. There's loads and loads of shelters again, and they're all much more modern than what we had before. There's the back door, and I believe a chicken pen would go there as well. So you get loads of machinery in there. You'd get more stuff under there, bales or whatever. Wow, look at this. This is a bit like the one that we saw at the other farm. That's not bad. That's pretty nice. So that could be an option. I don't think there's anything else around here. So we'll have a look. Oh, that leads to the greenhouse. And no, there's nothing down there. So we'll spin around. So that's nice. There are a few more buildings or something behind here. So we have... Oh, this must be for cows. It's a little bit annoying I haven't got any information on how many it will hold. We've obviously got a similar slurry pit to the other place. We'll just quickly jump over. Don't think there'll be any problem with that. And out into a cow pasture, which we haven't got any cows at the moment, so this could be mowed and baled. I mean, you're in a good position with this, apart from that field not being planted yet, which means that it would cost us money to plant it. Whereas at the other place, you've got a massive land, and it is absolutely crammed full of harvest, which is practically ready to go. Another month and we'll be doing that. But it's just a question of the price. And really, what animals do we want to do? This is very definitely a cow farm. The other one is a pig farm, which tried to move on to horses, but obviously failed. Nice new buildings, but then they've gone bust and had to sell up. But it is... I don't know. I don't know which one to go for at the moment. There is one more to look at. There is another field as well. We'll just go and quickly have a quick gander at that field, and then we'll move on to the third and final place. But I don't think that one is particularly gonna be of interest. We'll have a look. I think it's more of an actual production place than a farm, so it might not fit the bill. Did have a couple of fields with it though, admittedly. There's so much room here. You could fit something here. A massive silo. I don't know. Anything. And I presume it's this field across the road that they own, which looks like it's ready. And I think that is wheat, without knowing for definite. Ugh. So 2.5 acres. That's why it was flicking before. Because to the same farm, you've got fields 34 and 36. 36 must be what we're in now, which is 2.5 acres, which is full of wheat, which is ready to go. It's not a very good yield bonus on it, but everything in the farm side of things is newer. So I will look down here, but I think this is just a path down to the cow pasture. Yeah, so that's just taking us back to where we just came from. So we'll spin it around and just check the map to see how we get to the other place. Where are we now? So we need to turn left at the junction, then left again, follow it past 4 fields. No, when we hit the 3rd field, I think we're actually practically there, and we effectively drive into it on that road. So I don't think we can go too much wrong as long as we get these turnings. Oh, this bike's so fast. So we'll just tootle around here. Nail it past this field. Trying to watch the map and where I'm going. It's not easy. Oh, nearly missed it. So I'll have to check the map again in a minute to see what the fields are that are owned by this farm. If it is a farm, of course. Like I say, I'm not totally sure what it is. So it must be these buildings on the left. No idea where the entrance is. So what does that sign say? So it is a dairy. But it is up for sale, and they haven't mowed the lawn for quite a while. Wow, look at them garages all with roller shutter doors. That is nice. And, I mean, I presume there's living accommodation in there. They've got 2 garages here. This bit's a little bit older, obviously. And it comes out onto a field. The wall looks a bit rickety, it has to be said. Well, this bit here is just a bit of wasted land. I mean, there's bound to be something we can do with that there. Take a bit of work, but... So it looks like we've got some sunflowers in this field. Let's just look at the map and see if we were to buy this farm, what land would it come with? So it come with them sunflowers, is it? I'm just trying to work it out now. No, actually, it doesn't come with the sunflowers. That is not one of their fields. So, wow, look at the price of it, though. I think this one's not really in the running at the moment. As nice as that building looks. So, what's this? I mean, these are still a bit away from being ripe as well, so you'd be hanging on, having spent nearly all your money for that. We do have a bit more older. It's like an old and new place, isn't it, this one? Don't quite know what that is other than the courage, but we've got... right, so we could be heading towards more like a cow pasture or something. Cattle grid. So just trying to work out where I am heading now. So this isn't even a field. This must just be like a cow pasture or something. Which is pretty cool. It's massive. Absolutely massive. I mean, we haven't got any cows. So this would make quite a good mowing place. And then if we come through here, what have we got? Just trying to get my bearings. So we need to go to the left. So it must be this way. Try and speed things up a little bit. So what's this field now? It looks a pretty big field. That's 31. That's not one that is owned by the people. So it must be this field, but I don't know how you get to it. We'll leg it back. Oh, how do we get to it? That is a question. I wonder if we could jump the hedge. No, is the answer. It was worth a try. Oh, better not run into the tree. Check I've not run past any gates while I was looking elsewhere. I'll come to a fence. How do you get in? Come on. Oh, there's a gate here. There's a gate. We're okay. I'm too tired to jump this one, so we're going through the gate. Ah, now this is that classed as two fields? It is, but it's one big field, isn't it? With a public footpath through the middle of it. But yeah, that's a good sized bit of grass, actually. So I don't like this one, I have to say. I think of all the places we've seen, this is the loser. It's probably got more land than the others, all in, but it was too expensive. So what I want to do before I make a decision, I just want to do one thing, and that's go back to the original place and look to see whether there was any living accommodation, because that might be the deal breaker. If we've got to buy a house as well, we can't afford that. It was already I can't remember how much, 350,000, something like that. But we'll go full speed ahead. Hopefully we don't crash. That's the end of the road. Better slam the brakes on. And what we'll do is we'll head into the town on the way back to it. It's a bit further, but it... Oh, wow. Oh. That was not meant to happen. We'll head into the town and see what on earth's going on that way. I believe that's where most of the production sites are, that if you're running a farm, this is where you would bring stuff. So I imagine it's like a market town or something like that. Oh, but should slow down really, I'm here. So all around here is like industrial estates and houses, and it all looks pretty compact and narrow. I think we'd be struggling with this. I just want to double check there's no traffic coming. We've already had one nasty accident today, don't want another one. Of course, we're in the UK, so we're on the proper side of the road in this map. if anybody's seen my Erlingrat series, they know I really struggled with being on the wrong side of the road. So we've got a petrol station, which is probably a good job, because already my petrol's looking like it's dropping a bit. But I'm not going to fuel up now, it's just handy to know where it is. The post office is there as well. Let's get nailing it back. That's the first car we've seen for a while, and there's another one. It's suddenly getting busy again. Oh, this is one more place that's worth a little look. I don't know if it's up for sale, but certainly this is the livestock dealer. So if we wanted any cows, there they would be. This is where we'd come to get them. So yeah, I think that's it. I don't know what that building is up there. Let's see if it's on the map. Where are we? I assume we're here. No, we're not. That's Brompton Farmhouse. That's where we are. So no, it's obviously off the map. We can't get to that area, which is a shame because it looked like a pretty good farm. So we'll not be buying that one then. Not for sale. Oh, it's a tough choice between the two farms. One of them would bleed us of most of our money. The other one, I don't know. There was just not enough land with it, I think, is the issue that I have. And the land that we have, we've got to. You see, if we plant grass, really, we're not going to get a cut off it unless we're really lucky and have a Indian summer. We're not going to be getting anything from it till probably February, March, because it grows much slower in the winter. So I think we'd be struggling. Like I say, the other option is we buy a chunk of land, and with that chunk of land, turn it into our own place, which is a possibility. I just want to quickly pull over, and we just drove past the road, and I want to know what's down there. Nothing really, just a little cluster of fields which could be useful. And yeah, we've effectively just driven past, but we can't get to it because of the river. We've just driven past the fields that we were looking at for the farm. So living accommodation, that's what we need to know about. We've got to wait for these people to get across the road, going at no speed whatsoever. He's threatening to run in the back of me. So we've got a hotel here. Just intrigued as to what's further down there, but I don't think there's anything farm-wise. So this is the hotel. And wow, look at this place. Shame this isn't for sale, I'd buy all this instead. Never mind the farm. Oh, it's brought us out right where we needed to be anyway. The shop is just through there. We're back at this farm, but now we've got to answer that question. is any of it living area? I mean, it's a bit silly buying a farm with no living area, isn't it? But I'm not seeing anything. Tell you what, while we're on the dirt bike, let's nail it down. See the full extent of this field. It is massive. Look at it, it's still going. The corn's taller than me, which is not difficult, I have to admit. Oh, bushes, I hate bushes. You can never see what's the other side of them. And that is amazing. Look at that. It's just a wall of crop. Then on this side, there's loads of grass and trees. Beautiful. But the one thing we seem to be missing is somewhere to live. It's not a deal breaker. I don't mind shacking up in a tent or something for a while. Oh, just realised without knowing it that we're right opposite the fishing place. I own this land. I think I'd be able to fish it without even owning that place. But if it's a good business, then it may be worth looking into where we've got the money. Oh, it's a tough decision, this. This field has got me interested. It has to be said. To have a field of this size, I mean, let's jump off and check the information on it. 23 acres. The other field's only 2.5 acres, basically. But this one more than makes up for it. We've got room to build by the river, should we so choose. So that's the field next door. That's the sorghum field, and I believe sorghum is something that horses can eat. So we might even be able to look at getting horses pretty early on, if we wanted to. Of course, that obviously didn't work for the previous owners. It's just crazy. There's got to be somewhere. There must be somewhere. I mean, can we really pass this up? They do still have a horse here. Didn't realise that when I looked at it before. But the only thing is I wonder if it's this house here. I'm gonna have to get out my map and just check the extent of the land when you buy it. So if we go to farmland, we click on it, and I don't think it does. Oh, it does. It is this house. It is definitely there, isn't it? Right on the edge of the boundary of the land. So you must get a house with it. I thought for the price that you had to. Hey, it's not bad as well. And it comes with a nice garden, which again has not been mowed for quite a long time. I'd say it's up to my knees, which probably isn't that high really. I've only got little legs. But there's plenty of grass here. I don't know if we're supposed to be behind here, so I better go and speak to the estate agent, but I think this is the one. I don't know if anybody is in here who has an alternative opinion to that. But I think this might be the farm. You've got about 30 seconds on chat to help me make the decision. Otherwise, I will just bite the bullet and go and do it. And the trouble is, it won't leave us much money to get the place tidied up. Because, of course, if we buy it, I assume the current owners will take away their horse. So, let's go to the estate agents and see what they think. That would have been probably a deal clincher if we didn't get the house with it. I think we'd have been struggling with that one. And that house does go quite close to the river as well, which I do like. So we'd have 140,000 and a bit of change left in the kitty, but one heck of a field. And I mean, we're going to have to rent the harvester, I think, in the first instance, but we definitely got a good place there. And the fields around as well. If we look at this, field 15, we can't afford it now, but it is gigantic. All of these fields here have so much potential. And if we wanted to branch out to some smaller fields, there's these here, and we could build a bridge across. You know, it is possible. And I think we could potentially even sell this house and get a better house. So I'm going to do it. Decision is made. 359,000. We are buying a farm. Yes, there it is. It's done. Should have checked chat before, but nobody's objected, so we're okay. It's only taken us an hour to come to a decision, but never mind, eh? So, next job is to the shop, because we're going to need some equipment to tidy up the yard. We're not going to have much money left by the end of this, although we are going to have to lease most of it, because that 140,000 will not go very far. Urban sheep. Perhaps that was a hint at what we should be doing. Is this where the shop is? I think it is. Yep, there's a dealership. It's got a beautiful John Deere tractor in there. We can't afford a John Deere, I don't think. A little bit beyond us. Sorry, didn't mean to stand on your desk. Right, let's see. So, the first thing that I took notice of was that we have got a very messy farm. So we are going to need something to mow it. So we're definitely going to need a mower. Should it ever load up. We only want to go for the cheapest one, to be honest. So that will do for that. Then tractor-wise, we can't afford a tractor. So we're going to have to lease one. But I think we'll go for one of the larger tractors, but one of the cheaper ones. And I think the New Holland is the one to go for, simply for the price. If we lease it, it's not going to be totally crippling. Basically, 4.5 grand, and then we'll be just spending out a little bit more every day. But hopefully, we'll be able to absorb that into that 140,000 or whatever's left of that when we've finished going over at a farm. So that's the tractor sorted. So what else will we need at the moment? Well, we're probably going to need a animal carrying device so that we can get one of the two animal houses, probably the horses. So what do we want? So at the moment we haven't got a lot of money, so I think so that will get two horses in, which is okay. That's 16,000. I'm never going stupid prices, aren't we? So I think we'll go with one of them, but do we buy it or lease it? Let's lease it for now, because I think we'll save up and buy a better one at a later date. So we're not going to use it very often. In fact, actually, we may end up using it more for chickens than for horses. I don't know. What else are we going to need? There's the combine harvester, really, to make sure that we're ready for. It's not going to be a very expensive one at this stage, I don't think. There are some reasonably cheap ones here, but they won't hold much in terms of capacity, which will be a bit of a pain. So the Dominator at 36,500 looks to me to be the one. So we're not going to pay 150 quid for a warning triangle. I like that one. I'm happy with the colours. So that would be that, I think. Do we buy it? Yes, because we're always going to need it, because we're always going to be doing crops, aren't we? So if I go to our garage now and to the harvesters, no, I don't want to sell it. What I wanted to see was the combinations, but since they're not there, I'll have to go to it through the shop one. So combinations, that's what I wanted. Well, that's a bit worrying. Why did it come out of there? I didn't want to do that. So the Dominator says it can do corn. As does that one. But it doesn't have a corn. So what do we do with that? So we've got to buy that whatever, because we've got to do the sorghum harvest with it. But I am a bit concerned here that whatever I buy won't fit it. So if we go to the why do I keep coming out of the page? If we go to the headers now. So keep going along. It's none of you. So obviously not them ones. Corn headers. There was one right next to it. That was what I wanted. Well, I hope that's not the only one that it fits. This is a bit worrying. I don't know what to do. Are any of these corn headers going to fit? I mean, there must be a way of doing it, surely. So I'm gonna try that one, and we'll have to just return them if it's wrong. So bye. Okay, so let's go and see what's outside. So we don't want to be in that. We don't want to be in that. We want to be in that. So we'll get this on here, and then it's the moment of truth with the other one. So that's onto the header. The other thing is, I have no idea whether this harvester is going to connect to this one, or if it'll tell the other. This is going to be an absolute nightmare if it doesn't fit, because we'll have to sell the whole lot back and buy a more expensive one. So I can't see what I'm doing, so that doesn't help. I've managed to get hooked up to something. I have no idea what. So we can't see because of the tree. So we're going to have to come to it from a different angle. Tell you what, I'm getting home delivery next time. This is pathetic. Point of leaving them for me and leaving them in such a tight space. So please, please, pretty please fit. I think we're okay. It's attached. Let's question. Will it tow? It will. Aren't you a clever boy? Now the next thing is, how do we get out of here? Because we ain't doing it very easily, that's for sure. So I think what we'll do is we'll get the tractor Home first. That is the important one, I think. I didn't get the right flipping end on it, did I? That was not clever, but I don't think it's the end of the world. There is a garage somewhere around here. So I think we can just park in the garage. I don't know if this is the trigger, it looks like it, but... No, I don't want to buy it, I haven't got that much money. Hello? Hello? Of course. How do we get into the garage? I'm sure this is the workshop. Perhaps I'm wrong. Perhaps this is still urban sheep. It is. So that's not it. Where's the garage? I wonder if it was the building we were next to. So that would make sense, really, wouldn't it? So, what a clown! Can't believe it. Oh, you buy a mower and forget to put the attachment on the tractor for it. Oh, good job that's not my van. It's got a big dent in it from somewhere. So, do you go in here? What were the chances? 50-50. And I went for the wrong one. Oh, I can't believe the faff. What a faff. Oh, it's a bit tight in there for a tractor. Customize. Spend even more money. Is it not working? Well, we'll give us the option to... Right, we're returning it. Right, it's because it was leased. That was the problem. So, I want to check something there. Because I'm not paying for something that I don't have to. I can't believe I made such a mess of this. Go to the finances. So, new vehicles. So 4,490. I shall now demand. Perhaps I have to come out of that first. I shall demand a refund of 4,490. And that was easy enough. And we'll just order the same tractor again. But this time, I assume you can, yeah. There we go. 3 point, that's what we wanted. We don't want to look at any more expensive, so we'll lease that. And yes, cost us a little bit more to do that, but it's done. Can't believe that I cocked up like that, to be honest. We'll try again. Just just give myself a bit more of a vision. Ooh, nearly ended up in the building. So that's the mower, which is going to be vital for tidying up around the farm. So overgrown with weeds and stuff that we're going to have to sort that out and maybe get the old concrete mixer out. Fortunately, I'm a dab hand at concreting, so we might be able to sort the floor out because there was a lot of potholes. Although, with only having a dirt bike and a tractor, both were pretty adept at handling the potholes. Certainly at the speeds we're going to be driving at the farm. So, very long-winded way of buying a tractor and some stuff, but hey-ho. Well, this is interesting little bit of land, and I'm quite happy that I've got it. That's all I can say on the matter. I haven't decided yet where we're going to store everything. But as it's the only thing we've got at the moment, I'm pretty sure the horse box can have pride of place. Mainly because I can't remember where was best for it, so we'll just put it in there. If I can straighten it up in time, which anybody knows my reversing, they know that anything can happen when you do this. And oh, tell you what, whichever way I turn it, it's always the wrong way. There's a 50-50 chance. You can't flip a coin that many times and be wrong as many times as I am wrong, but we've parked it up for now. And, well, actually, we'll just leave the tractor here for now. We'll go back, get the dirt bike. That needs to go back. Won't take long to get this back. It's a good job it's walking distance. So, drop the dirt bike by the house. That's awesome. Look at that bit of space there. It's a good job we've got this house, isn't it? I'd have been a bit stuck without it. So, sadly, can't look inside, but it's okay. I mean, it's nice. I reckon we could build a better one. But we'll not worry about that now. We'll go get the combine harvester. Now this is going to be an adventure. I can't drive a combine harvester, let alone a combine harvester with a trailer. What is going to happen now? I have no idea. Let's zoom out so we can see what we crash into. At least it's a small trailer. That's one small mercy. Well, look at that. That was almost done like a pro. You will not see that very often. Oh, I've not given myself much room here for the swing around. Oh, stop, stop, stop. I've got to hit the fence. Oh no, just missed it. Right, now we get ourselves full speed ahead, which is not very fast. That's one advantage actually of living here is that you're not going to come across many cars. There's, you know, there's a few houses either side of us here. So there, you know, they're there. People are going to be coming in and out of them, but we don't touch the main road at all. That main road is horrendous. It is so busy, and certainly, I think if I lived at the other farm, I'd definitely be making sure that everything that I bought got home delivered. So it's going to be a bit tight getting around this farm. And since all the fields at the moment are right at the back, we're definitely going to want to put these as near to the back as we can. So let's just jump out and have a quick think about this, because I don't think the combine's going to fit in there, so it might have to go there. So that might be the only option for it. But just remind myself of what's down. Oh, what have I done? Did not want to do that. That is what I wanted to do. I wanted to run very fast. Go, 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 go. So, yes, there's this place. That would do for a combine harvester. It's a nice big door. A nice big open space. Not convinced it's meant for combine harvesters. It appears to be something more for the horses, but I think the combine will go nicely in there. Big enough for an area to turn around. Yeah, so that's where it's going. We don't need it quite yet because the fields are not ready for harvest just yet. It better fit through that door now with the header on. I'll cry if it doesn't. It is actually quite tight looking at it. This could be an embarrassing fail. Go on. It's not going to fit. Oh, it's gone through. Well, I did not think that that was going to go through. Perhaps I should have given myself a wider berth now, because I've just crashed into the wall. So what I want to look at now is where that header trailer's going to go. Well, I thought we'd turn it around nice and easy in here, but it's not looking likely at the moment. This might have been a mistake. Yep, I think it was, because we've got the header trailer on. It's definitely a mistake. How do we get out of this one? Oh, that's a way of doing it. Let's do that. So I think the corn will probably be the first thing we have to harvest. So I think the next thing that we're gonna have to do, just bear with me while I think, I know it's heavy, but I think I can just about move it back on its wheels, possibly. So that is not the best place. I think I'm going to have to find somewhere better for that, but it's there for now. Maybe I should have just parked it where it originally was. Or we could sort of like build onto the end of here eventually. But I have got to go back to the tractor because I've remembered something else. We need to drop that mower. I think I'll drop it over here in this grass because we got to use the mower to clean up the place. But we need a trailer to collect the harvest stuff, don't we? So that is something I never thought about before. And then we can have a good look around the stables and the pig area. Oh, Mr. Turner. Should look behind me, but I'm pretty sure there's no one there. That was close. So I'll just go and look at the trailers quickly. Press the right button. Trailers for sale or rent. Rooms to let 50 cents. Right, so 18,000 would get me a massive one, which would be handy for the corn, but we don't need anything that big really for the sorghum. So let's go back. Well, I know it's not very good, but I think thinking of going for that one. So what is that one? So 8 square meters, 10. Do you know what, that holds more? So just check with that. Why do I do that every time? So we might need a water thing as well. I'll have to check that. Yep, so I think that one is the one. Definitely holds corn. That's the main thing. So we want the grain body, not the silage. So we probably want the cover with it. Let's get a cover. Oh, that's the rims. Ooh. Why did I read cover colour? Let's. So we'll buy that. Leaves us 60,000 to sort ourselves out with any other equipment that we want, which will come across day by day. But I mean, priority at the moment is just to get rid of all the weeds around the place, and then tomorrow could be an unexpected harvest, really. But we could safely say now that we have a home. That is something. We'll have a quick look at the horses and the pigs again, because we had a look around before, but now we can actually get into the buildings because we own them. I am quite excited to see what we can do with the place. Really, it's all going to be very interesting. Right, let's get so we can see. I might be being a bit ambitious here. And I can't quite see whether we're going to hit that or not, so we'll come from this angle. Follow it around quickly, quickly. Stop, stop, stop. Why are you not doing as you're told? So we've got one alongside the other. Slightly caught the wood there. I mean, doesn't help that I haven't parked the animal one particularly well. If I'd have parked the animal one particularly well, this one would have been well parked, but there we go. We're in. That's all we needed from that. So what we'll do is we'll leg it right round here. Looks so funny when he runs. Because we weren't able to get in here before, but I presume now. Oh, we've got a horse. They've left us a horse. Where are you? I was not expecting that. The estate agent did not mention that we would be landed with a horse. Gonna have to give him a call and find out what's going on, because we're not ready for him. We've got no food. Hello? Horsey? I think that's making it up. Why is it saying there's one horse in here? Oh, there is! Well, better shut a door then. Don't want it escaping, do we? So, what on earth have I done? Oh, clown. Get back there, as the horse will be out and eating the sorghum before it's ready. Well, I never did. Would you ever believe it? We've got a horse. That complicates matters because I've got no way of feeding it whatsoever. So he's not going to be happy from day one, basically. He's got 0% health, no food. This is sad. Very sad. So, well, I thought we could pull up a menu by standing next to that, but obviously not. I'm beginning to wonder if the game does not think that I own this place. Hey, horsey dude. Horsey! Come here. Hello? Hello? Oh, oh, oh. Is that it? You're not interested in me? Horsey? 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 we'll see. What do I do? How do I look after a horse? I have no idea. Oh, I have no idea. So it's right control, right shift, and F brings up this, which doesn't help me too much. So we need a base food, which is grass. Or horse. I don't know what that's going to be. Roughage, moisture. What on earth is all this? Oh heck. Oh, I don't know. So, hay, grass, conditioned grass fresh, horse silage, I have no idea what that is, oat, duca hay, whole crop silage, and hay pellets. Now, I thought they ate sorghum. What is going on with all this stuff? This is all new to me. So, well, that's not good, is it? So, it does say that they eat grass fresh. So, when I've done some mowing, what I'll do is I shall get some of the grass that we mowed and put it in here. But I'm going to need a forager wagon for that. That's a bit of a bummer, isn't it? So, where will I get that from? Why is that not working? Forager wagons. We could only afford that one, and we can only afford to lease it. So, how on earth are we going to manage to keep this horse? I think, if I'm honest, the best thing we can do is try and get it up to fitness and then sell it, because we can't keep it at the moment. We're not ready for it. I don't even have a clue what I'm doing with it. So I need to go and get the forager wagon, and then we'll just do a quick swizz around the field, getting some of the grass around the edges. And then once we've done that, I'll have a quick break, make myself a drink, and we'll start looking at the pig side of things, because I have no idea what to do with the horse. I have even less of an idea with the pigs. Maybe I made the wrong choice for the farms. I was just blown away by the size of that field. It is awesome. I mean, I think I saw oats was a food on there that a horse would eat. And I did intend to at least grow oats on one of the fields, but I was actually thinking the big field. But now I'm actually beginning to think that it might be worth going down the boring route and doing grass on the big field and something else, maybe oats on the little field. And we could combine the two fields if we could get rid of the hedge. If we could combine the two fields, we could potentially put some a divider halfway down the field and then do sort of like 10 acres of oats and 10 acres of grass, maybe. That's a possibility. I mean, the two fields are close enough together. So. Right. Oh, I've got a bit too close, so that's down. So what I'll do is I'll just park up there, go and have a couple of minutes where I go and get myself a drink, and then we'll be back to sort out what's going to go on with the pigs. Okay, so we're back, and none the wiser. This is going to be an interesting next half hour where I am comfortably going to show how little I know about keeping horses in Farming Simulator. So there's grass there. So we need to unfold that mower, we need to lower it, then we need to switch it on, then I need to go to the back, I need to lower the pickup for that. Hey, at least I know what I'm doing with that. Grass work, I am an expert at. So you better like fresh grass, horsey, because it's all I've got. I've got some sorghum, but apparently you don't eat that, so that's not very useful to me. Just be careful, don't want to damage the crops. So actually, the nearer we get to the river, the more grass we're going to come across. This is actually, it's going to be a nice area. I think we could easily bring ourselves out here and get some picnic tables or something like that. See if we could Just get this whole area nice and wow. Hope there's some way to get down to the river, because if I need to put water in the water troughs, I don't know if it's an automatic irrigation or whether I've got to do it myself. Something I'm going to have to investigate, really. So what are we? 36%, 6,000 litres, 39%. I think that'll do for now. It's just a case of keeping him. I say him. Must be a her. So, do I risk going through there? Oh, I need to switch to that. Pick up the mower. I don't know where I am. I think I shouldn't have come through there. Especially with a big blimmin' wagon on the back. Oh dear. What have I done? So, what we need to do is pull that round there. We're going to have to fold the mower up because I don't think we're going to fit through this door. Right, so... Right, we're going through now. We can't go massively far before we're hitting the combine. And because the trailer is there, it's not gone through. Oh, we just about done it. All the way to the building should be enough to see the trailer out. Screw up the new mower on the new building. You're going to tell me this is not where I need to be dropping this now, aren't you? Yes, of course you are. Where have I got to drop it? I don't remember seeing a icon anywhere, so... Let me just open this door and check inside. Don't think it's in here, but... Alright, okay, yeah, so we've got it. I've worked it out. Don't you worry, I've got it. Need to find some stuff out about the horse that we own. How do we get to there then? I think it's round the other side. So we can put grass in there if we've got an excess of it. Handy to know. See, I reckon that it goes in there. I might be wrong. We didn't investigate this really, did we? Wow, look at the space in here. I mean, if the grass were to make it happy, it's not ideal, but if it was to make it happy, then we'll be able to do some baling contracts and get that and hay and stuff. I should eat hay as well. Oop, oop. What am I doing? So I want to try and whack it around. Crashed into the wall. Oh. I just worked out why this has been such a pain. It's because I am on my keyboard, and the keyboard is not as quick to react as my steering wheel. So, right, you do that. We're slowly getting the 50-point turn. Right, so now I need to look at where I am. What is going on here? Is that lowered again or what? We just seem to be sliding around rather than going backwards like I intend to. That's better. Start overloading. Well, I pressed something. Pressed I and it's not doing anything. Are you going to give me a reason why it's not doing anything? Oh, it says stop overloading. What was different? Right. All it did was make it so I couldn't see what I was doing. Now we've got a much more complicated issue now. We need to get out of here. Next time, don't bring the mower with you. Is the moral of that story? Damn tyres. I'd have got round if it wasn't for them tyres. So, the horse has food now. We'll see what happens with that. Let's go and investigate the piggies. I'm pretty sure they haven't left us any piggies, so we haven't got to worry about that. What I do need to find out is something about that horse. I'll have to phone the estate agents because I've got no information. I don't know how old. I'm assuming it's a girl. Without being crude, it looks like a girl. Wrong way. 50-50 chance. No, that's it. And we're in. Oh, and I've dropped the blimmin' mower, not the trailer. That's what I wanted to drop. Thank you very much. So we'll just swizz around. We're going to have to get all these weeds up in a minute. Make this a little bit more presentable as a farmyard. I'll tell you what. That might be the place for the combine harvester. The size of that place. It's be a bit of a hassle getting it in there, I think, but let's head into here and see what we've got. So there's no pigs in here, that's a relief, because I have no idea what you do to that. Wow, look how many we could have, 270. You can feed them on corn, wheat, canola, sunflowers, soybeans, potatoes, sorghum, and sugar beet. Additionally, they require water. So, right control, right shift, and F. This just tells me a little bit about what they eat. So they should have either cracked corn, corn grain, grist. Is that any different than corn grain? I have no idea. So this is pig feed concentrate, and it should be 40% of their diet. Protein foods are soybeans, canola, brewer's grain, whatever BG silage is. and pig food. Grass oh no, we're looking at horses. What's going on here? That's what I was looking at. Thank you very much. Energy food is wheat, beet pulp, corn, sorghum, and pig food. Well, we've got loads of that. And moisture food is potatoes, potato cut, sugar beet, carrots, maize. Well, we can't have pigs for now, so we'll either have to sell the building, which is a possibility. Don't get me wrong, we could sell it. We'd get quite a bit of money for it, actually. So that's a possibility. We'll think about it. Because, I mean, pigs are just a bit too much. I might be able to manage cows, but I don't think I can manage pigs. I think that's the be-all and end-all of that. So can we do that thing again and just have a look at what cows require? So it's grass silage, maize silage, whole crop silage, Duca feed, grass conditioned, grass fresh, total mixed ration realistic, total mixed ration. What on earth is all this stuff? Then you need hay or grass conditioned. Then it needs mineral feed or soybeans or grass fresh. So I think you only need one of these. 10%. Moisture food, grass is there again. That's all that matters. As long as grass is there, we're alright. Hay, grass conditioned. So I'm going to need a tedder. There's the point of that. If I was to go for cows. So I think, I mean, what are we? We've just hit the 2-hour mark. We've found ourselves a house. I think now we just go for a quick swizz around the yard with the mower. Get rid of all the gigantic weeds and stuff like that. And then that will probably do for today. It's been quite interesting, quite exciting. I've bought a farm and now I regret it. I think I should have gone for the other farm. I think potential for profits was much higher there in the long run. I think I was blown away by the size of this field that we've got, which is massive, don't get me wrong, it is absolutely ginormous. And I mean, I look at the around the sides of it and think actually there is scope to probably add another acre or two on there as well. So, you know, we could go mad and try and increase the acreage of that gigantic field, or we could try and split it into 2 workable fields of sort of like 10 to 12 acres each, rather than having a big field and a little field. But I think looking at the animals that we've got at the moment and what we could potentially have, I think that big field is going to have to be somewhat boring, like grass. I can't see it being anything else. Unless we did the smaller field as grass because you get more cuts from it. and the bigger field as corn. Sorry, as oats, because I know the horse likes oats. So how are we doing here? Crashing into that. Let's move on to my steering wheel. That will make life a little bit easier for me, hopefully. And it'll either make me look at an even worse driver or a better driver. So, just gotta try and get to them. So I can't actually get to them, so they'll have to stay there for now. I might be able to get a strimmer for them. So try and get as close to the building as I can with a mower. Now I can't see nothing because of the view that I've got it in. So can't really see what I'm doing there. We appear to be pretty close to the building. In fact, I think we're dragging along it now and got stuck against it. So right, so that's that. Hope we can clear away all this rubbish as well, or is that going to be stuck on the farm forever? Could do with a skip, really. So this is like just the back area of the pigs. I think if we do end up getting rid of this and getting a cow barn, and again it might be difficult, I don't know what will fit in. But if we end up getting a cow barn, I think that that area there could end up being used with the cow barn, because a lot of the cow barns are much bigger. Cows need a lot more space. The other thing it'd be worth looking at is how much would we get for selling the horse place, because if that's a lot, we could quite easily end up selling the horse, selling the paddock, and that would definitely fit cows, and then we'd probably fit sheep where the pig place is. Now that's an interesting proposition. Again, grass would be the main thing that we need, so that wouldn't change anything in that respect, but it would just make life a little bit easier for me, because I haven't got a clue what to do with pigs and horses. I got quite excited and giddy when I saw the place, and I thought, pigs, I've never kept them before, that'll be quite interesting. But I've come to the conclusion now that it won't be interesting, it'll just be too difficult for me to work out. So there we go, that's that. I think I may even go over this area with the oh, look at all them tree stumps in there. We're going to struggle to clean this up. Oh dear. Yeah, so what we're going to do with that? So we can't get anywhere with that. Let's have a look around there. That's all pretty tidy. It all looks as good as new. Can't really tidy up there while the tree stumps are there, so I'll have to see if I can get rid of them. It may or may not be possible. So now we just need to clean up the area to the entrance. At least you have a bit more control of the speed with a steering wheel. So the one thing I'd say with my setup, the pedals are on a laminate flooring and they do slide away from me. So every now and then I probably lose control because I'm chasing my pedals around the room sometimes. But these are my nemesis, these bushes. If I can get rid of these, then I'm happy. Don't want to go near the crops because I don't want to destroy them. So this is where the tree stumps are, so we'll have to be careful. But so far I'm pretty happy with what we've achieved today. It took a long time to pick the house. You know, we were an hour deciding which of the farms we'd go for, and I'm a little bit suspicious that I might have made the wrong choice, but we'll go with it. I mean, my goodness, it's taking some cleaning up just from the overgrown weeds that are about the place. So, yeah, I reckon if I went over this with a good dose of asphalt or concrete, maybe get rid of the potholes, I think we could have this looking quite spiffing before too long. That's a good old English word, spiffing. That's as far as we can get with the mower there. I think you can get a strimmer that will deal with some of it, but I don't know. Might have to get the stuff closest to the buildings with a strimmer. I shall check that out in a minute. I don't think I'll even attempt to get to that lot. So I can get near them tyres. Why are the tyres on the roof? What have they been doing? Unbelievable. So, what do we have to do now? Yeah, I think I need to do a little bit of testing on this farm and see what's going to be workable and what isn't. But certainly next time we do come to see, I think I'm hitting the gate post or something here. There's got to be something there that I can't see on my little... Hold on, whoa, wait, where are you running to? Why are you running? Nothing was being pressed. Yes, it's a gate post. I couldn't even see it. It was because it's in them bushes. So let's go and park the mower up. So we always know when to stop when you hear that bang. Whew. So where do we keep? I've just worked out what the problem is. Oh, there is a wire catching in my pedal, holding the pedal on effectively. I can't get the flipping thing to go away. Now I'm hanging myself with my headphones and my steering wheel. This is all going very bad. I'm just glad you can't see me on camera. Right, so I think we leave the mower on the tractor. Oh, I need to lift it up. That would help. And we can turn it off because we're not mowing. Probably fold it up just to look professional. And we are out of there. Well, oh, you enjoyed that. It's been a couple of hours of trying to decide where to live, basically. It's like a series of, oh, what's it called? Something to do with the countryside. Yeah, it's got out of my head. But, yeah, I'm Stevie C. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been an absolute nightmare. I think I've picked the wrong place to live. I think I've got a lot of work to do and probably going to have to rip half of my farm down to make it into a workable farm. Was that a good choice? Was it a bad choice? Who knows? But we're only going to find out when we decide what we're going to do with it next time. Next time could be a case of ripping down half of the buildings that talked me into buying this place and then putting new buildings in their place. I don't know. I think I made a big mistake. But anyway, it is what it is. Here we are at Attingham Park with a massive farm and a massive field which is going to need harvesting next time. We're all prepared. We've got the gear for it. And we'll just have to see how it goes. But I just want to say thank you very much for watching it. For those of you who've watched it during the stream, I hope you've left a like. And for those of you who watch it after the event, I just hope that you'd like the video, send me a comment just to give me a bit of encouragement. That'd be really great. And I'll see you next time, which will probably be Thursday night. With no guarantees, that's when I'm thinking. That is the next time I'll come back to Attingham Park. And by then we might see a completely different place. Or we might see the same place and make the changes together. I'll have a think about it and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. See you again. Goodbye.